Hello, beautiful cosmic beings. Welcome to 2026. I wanted to do a pick a crystal, pick a dragon, pick a card, whatever you want to call it. And just knowing that you can follow either just one pile or you can follow two or three, depending on your own personal discernment. And what is it that you want to manifest this year? Because as we're entering 2026 here, we've got the vibration of one all around us. January is a 1 month, 2026 is a 10 or a 1 year. So we have that 1-1 energy. And as I'm filming this here on January 1st, we've got the 1-1-1. What do you want to manifest in your life? Where do you see yourself going here this year? And know that January is kick-starting it quite quickly because we have Chiron coming out of retrograde here on January 2nd in the sign of Aries. That's fire energy. That's forward movement energy. Aries is the first sign. So we have that energy of number one again. And I was called on to tap in to the cosmic dragons as our guidance here. And then we have that followed by on January 3rd, the fourth of 4 super full moons, completing a cycle of 4 with the full moon in Cancer. So we're looking at not just what drives us, but what fuels our inner passion. Because Cancer is ruling the heart energy. And it's asking you to look at your heart space. What is it you really want to create this year or manifest from your deepest heart space? And so then pick accordingly to what fits what it is you do want to manifest. And that will be followed by, on January 6th, the Sun-Venus conjunction, which we usually get once a year or once every 1.5 years. And that will be in the sign of Capricorn. So we've got Capricorn and Cancer here as our guiding astrology along with Aries. All of these signs are what we call the cardinal energies. These are the energies of action and forward movement and taking a stand in your life here. So let me mention the three piles, and you can choose it based on the dragon or the crystal. Pile number 1 will be this beautiful pink lilac crystal, and the dragon is the lilac fire dragon. All right, so that will be pile number 1. Pile number 2 is this beautiful golden quartz. And the dragon for pile 2 is the earth and the fire dragon. So take your time making your decision here. And then for pile number 3, we've got this beautiful crystal ball or crystal sphere. And the dragon for that one is the source dragon. So whatever calls out to you the most, and if you can't make a decision, just watch it all the way through, all right? So let me go ahead and move these aside. And let's start with pile number 1. And these are short messages, by the way. So we have for pile number 1, the lilac fire dragon. This is a 9th dimensional dragon. It operates from the 9th dimension. Okay, it's a very, very powerful dragon. It rules the heart space. The message is it transmutes through the power of divine love. So for those of you that chose pile number 1, you're wanting to work with a greater expansion and opening of your heart space. You're wanting to open up your ability to love unconditionally, even more than you have in the past. There's an expansion of the heart that I'm getting here for pile number 1. Now the lilac fire dragon is also asking you to call in the energy of the lilac ray of transmutation, to work with it, because when you work with any of the violet or the purple rays, they can create miracles in your life. And the lilac ray itself is a very powerful ray to move obstacles out of your way that could be delaying your good, okay? So really work with this ray of transmutation here. It's a ray of alchemy. And the other message here is open up to transcendent love and enlightenment. Purity of heart will bring peace, hope, and joy. So pile number 1, your guidance here, what you're wanting to manifest, or what's wanting to manifest through you, is purity of heart. And this is going to bring in greater peace, hope, and joy into your life. Okay, and use this beautiful lilac fire and call on the lilac fire dragon to be around you, to be supporting you and guiding you through this. I love this message. So purity of heart means you have to be and live in your heart space every day. And you have to be very aware of whatever emotion you are feeling. And to transcend them, you cannot judge your emotions. Doesn't matter what emotion it is, let it flow through. And if it's an emotion of sadness or grief or anger or disappointment, whatever that emotion is that you consider more negative, or guilt or shame, which is a low frequency emotion, then call on the lilac fire dragon to alchemize that emotion through your heart and to surround it in love. So pile number 1, you're my love pile. You're wanting to expand your heart into greater love. And so the other messages here guiding you are the Luminous, from the Luminous Humanness deck. It's naturally high. So your guidance is not getting high unnaturally, but getting high naturally. How does one do that? Through meditation, through prayer, through being very grounded. See how this beautiful energy is grounded like a tree into the earth? And this follows very much on my short reel message, which was about the root of abundance. So pile number 1, I would definitely suggest you watch that short video. Naturally high is you want to create this sense of exhilaration and bliss and natural joy within your being through whatever tool that's not going to take anything from you. You know, getting naturally high off of a drug or alcohol or anything like that, we have a downside, right? You have to then recover. There's a recovery period. So that's not what we call a natural high. That's what we call a forced high. Yes, it can bring you into a state of maybe peace or joy of some type, but you don't stay there. You come off of that high. So the natural high is what nature brings us. It's what nature gives us, spending time outdoors, grounding your energy, spending time with animals, okay? Spending time with Gaia, with Earth herself, communicating with Gaia, doing prayer work, whatever that means for you. All of your spiritual tools are going to keep you in this place of natural high. All right, that's a beautiful message. And lastly, we have here from my numerology deck, my numbers deck, your numbers for this month is 0220. Now that could also mean that the 22nd of this month or the 11th as well. So 111 and 122 are going to be powerful days for you. Act on your ideas. Good fortune is on your side, and with wise judgment, you will and can achieve your goals. So wise judgment is the counsel here, but good fortune is the message you're getting, pile number 1, with the double 2. Okay, it's time to spread your wings. I'm really getting that message from my other reel, the root of abundance. That pile number 1, you might be getting a lot of abundance in some form, all right? Whether it's throughout January or the end of January or sometime in this year of 2026. Now is the perfect time to reach for new heights, though. Recognize this pattern and act on your potential. So it's time for you to act on your potential, pile number 1. Your plans are about to flourish. Well, that's the energy of the tree. If you've planted these seeds and you've watered this ground for a long time, your tree is going to flourish. I guarantee it. And if you keep watering these seeds, you're going to get you're going to achieve whatever it is you want to achieve. You're on the brink of a spectacular ascent. Embrace the opportunities ahead. I love those messages. So let's see what's the last guidance from Moon Magick. This is your mantra, pile number 1. I choose to take a higher perspective and to widen my views. Okay, so the message there is choose to come from a higher perspective, right? Choose to widen your view. Do not get caught into limited thinking or limited being, all right? So those are your messages, pile number 1. I like that for the start of this beautiful year of 2026. So now let's look at pile number 2. It would be those of you that were drawn to this beautiful golden heart crystal, the golden aura crystal, and your dragon is the earth and the fire dragon. So those of you that chose this, perhaps you're earth signs or fire signs, or maybe you have earth and fire energy in you. Now the natural blend of earth and fire would be fire is the inspiration or the passion and creativity, and then earth is how to create that or manifest that in the physical realm. So that's how you blend the fire and the earth together. So what does this beautiful 5th dimensional dragon want to tell us? It works with you to clear the 5th dimensional ley lines. It is time for service. So the earth and the fire dragon is saying that for you, you're wanting to be more in service on the earth. You're wanting to really be out there in the world helping, okay? When you give, you receive. So pile number 2, it's also saying to really open up your coffers, to give from your energy so that you can receive even more, that it's in the giving that you receive. This is somehow perhaps a lesson for you or something you've been asking to manifest, that you want to be more present in the world, that you want to be in a field where you can be of service, where you can be giving, where you can expand your energy. Because when we give, we receive. Now that has to be done in balance. When you're always giving and not allowing yourself to receive, you drain your own cup. So the message from the earth and the fire dragon is always remember to also nourish yourself. The fire wants to give outwardly, but the earth also wants to make sure you nourish yourself, right? You fill your own cup up. And I'm also getting the energy of the Christ consciousness here. So pile number 2, perhaps you are religious. Maybe you believe, maybe you're a Christian or a Catholic, but I'm also getting an energy of, no, that's for pile number 3. Okay, I'm kind of jumping ahead here. Pile number 2, you might want to listen to pile number 3. The earth and the fire dragon is saying, wherever you go, spread your light, spread your inspiration, spread your creativity, bring in the golden light. You're here to work with the golden light of Creator, to spread that golden light, which is illumination and wisdom, everywhere you go. I love that message. And then let's look at the Luminous Humanness. Isn't that interesting? We've got golden light here with an indigo background. Ruthless compassion. I have never pulled this card before. So ruthless compassion, that's why I was picking up the Buddhist energy. That's the practice in Buddhism. So pile number 2, you're somewhere on the religious pathway. I don't know if you're Christian, Catholic, Buddhist, somewhere in that world. Ruthless compassion is the practice. It's actually a Buddhist practice. However, Jesus also spoke about this, how no matter what you do, do not judge another's path. Refrain from judgment and forgive them, for they know not what they do. So ruthless compassion is speaking to your ability to be compassionate no matter what the circumstance, the person, the situation involved. Tap in to your compassion center. And I'm not saying to let go of your boundaries here. I'm saying from a place of discernment and healthy boundaries, do not judge. Simply choose to stand in the unlimited high frequency of compassion. And ruthless compassion means do this with that ruthlessness is doing it with abandon, right? You really want to practice this. And this is going to be what brings all of the miracles into your life path number 2, pile number 2, okay? And this has to start with yourself. You have to have incredible compassion for yourself and non-judgment. And remember, there's a lot of fire energy in this pile and earth, both of them together. So there's some kind of inspiration or creativity that you're wanting to bring through here. Compassion is the way through. And one of the best ways to work with that is to envision any person, relationship, or situation in the light of its highest potential. To visualize whatever the highest potential for this situation to be. Hold that visualization. Doesn't mean that's what's going to happen. Doesn't mean that that situation's going to shift. However, it's going to shift you, and you will no longer attach to the outcome. The same with the person. If you have a person that you're having an issue with or a challenge with, visualize them in their highest truth, their highest soul energy, and operate from that and wish them the highest outcome, even if it means you're leaving their life completely. But you're going to do it from a place of compassion, non-judgment, and all you're going to take with you is peace. There will no longer be resentment, right? So this is a really powerful message, pile number 2. So let's look at your number. We have the number 1818, which is a double 9. Okay, so pile number 2, in January here of 2026, you might still be completing some of the energy of the 9 year, which was 2025. Something in your life you're still moving through that's connected to the energy of that 9 year, and you're wanting to become that master. There's a mastery here. The energy or the message is willpower. Significant events are on the horizon for you. You will make great strides in your endeavors and gain invaluable experiences. And you're going to do that when you carry compassion as your greatest ally. I guarantee that, okay? The right people and resources will then come your way, presenting excellent opportunities and positive changes. Embrace your journey towards greatness. So pile number 2, I feel like there's a lot of creative, inspirational energy here, but it's coming from you embracing this, I don't want to say ruthless, I want to say relentless compassion. That was the word I was looking for here, relentless compassion. And your mantra is, I assess matters carefully and I discern wisely. That is so apropos. So you are going to use discernment here. You are going to put on your golden cloak of wisdom and illumination to make the right decision here. I love that. So pile number 2, I feel like you're my pile that's going to have a lot of decisions to make perhaps as we go through January. All right, so let's look now at pile number 3. Those of you that chose this beautiful quartz, clear quartz sphere, what is your dragon guiding you here? It is the source dragon, okay? Source dragon is the dragon that lives and comes from the heart of source, the heart of creation. It attunes you to the infinite. So those of you that chose the source dragon, this is what you want to manifest in 2023. You want to manifest your cosmic beingness, your infinite potentiality. Be still in the silence, and this is where magic lives. So pile number 3, the source dragon is saying, as we go through January, your counsel is to be in the silence, to be in the in-between spaces. You've already exited the past, but you haven't quite entered the future. So being very present in the now, in today, in this moment, is your guidance here. Be still, be in the quietness, be in the silence. Magic happens here. And allow this beautiful, I'm seeing a light gold, but specifically a brilliant white light here from the source dragon. So work with the white and golden rays here to manifest this magic into your life, and call on the source dragon to bring in these miracles. So pile number 3, I feel like your message is that miracles are coming to you, things that you cannot even see, surprises. And it's because you have stayed the course and you have stayed true to yourself. You know, the source dragon also speaks about authenticity. When you stay true to yourself, there is nothing that the universe cannot give you. I love this message. And from my Luminous Humanness deck, the narrow of your marrow. Oh, I love that card. The narrow of the marrow is about truly walking your path in full color. Full color means full transparency. You're not hiding behind anything or anyone anymore. You're being 110% who you are. And if that means you're appearing to be really out there or strange or weird, or people don't understand you, that's okay, pal number 3, because you've got the source dragon watching over you. You are moving into your cosmic beingness, which is your infinite self. And the narrow of your marrow is saying you have to walk this path with absolute truth and integrity. You cannot drop the sword of integrity here. You've got to be honest and open, even when it is very difficult to do that, even when the truth that you have to speak is going to be hard. Sometimes what we have to say is going to push something else. However, it has to be said. And it could push that situation or that person onto a higher timeline. You don't know that. So you've got to trust in your own inner truth and your authenticity here. You're going to walk this path, and you're going to walk it with understanding. And just know the source dragon is there to guide you. So if you have any question on where you're going, on whether there's a truth that you need to speak, if you're worried about how it's going to be manifested, or if you're worried on how it's going to be received, ask the source dragon to help you. And know that when we speak our truth, we can do it in the most gentlest, most loving, and kind ways. You can walk gently here. You don't have to be forceful. And yeah, I'm seeing a beautiful energy of magic and miracles coming for you. That's the overall guidance I'm getting here. You will be my shortest pile, okay? And the number you have going into this is 0303. So it's actually the double 3, but with a 0. So the 0 is the energy of the Fool. You're moving into the unknown. You're taking a leap of faith. And the 3 is the energy of the Empress. There's nothing that you cannot manifest as long as it is, as I said, in alignment with your truth. Taking chances. Leap of faith, taking chances. Take a moment to observe the people around you, your environment, and your health. So the message here is take a moment. So pile number 3, you're my pile of not being in a rush. Instead, know that there's perfect divine timing happening all around you, and be in the flow of that, please. So take a moment to observe. Be the observer in your life, whether it's observing people around you, whether it's observing your environments, but also observing your health, because it's about being truthful to who you are in your journey. And to do that, you want to make sure you're taking excellent care of your physical well-being in the process. This is a gentle reminder to stay cautious and alert to prevent any future issues that might come in here around your health. So I'm getting this extra message here for pile number 3 around health. And that doesn't have to be physical health. It could be financial health, could be relationship health, could be mental health, to maybe pay a little more attention there and be in the stillness of this. Ask for Source Dragon to give you the guidance you need. But you know what I'm getting? I'm getting a message of a miracle, that if you have been concerned going into 2026 about your health in some area of your life, you're going to get a miracle here in 2026, whether that miracle comes in January or later. And also the last message here is to prioritize clear communication and to maintain healthy boundaries to ensure your well-being. So there's the real message there. The healthy is the healthy boundaries, that everything about your health and your well-being will come into its perfect alignment and place when you maintain healthy boundaries for yourself. All right, so there's that final message. Let's look at what is your mantra. I am honest with myself and others. So that's about being in your authenticity. I am honest with myself and others. That is a beautiful message. So sending you all so much love. Until next time.